Hello and welcome back to the import-friendly Sega Saturn channel. As time moves forward, Saturn games are getting more and more difficult to find, and particularly a lot of the PAL NTSC USA copies are becoming quite expensive. My aim is to check out some of the games in Japan that might be a little cheaper for your budget, and this week I'm having a look at Decathlete, which is Athlete Kings. Now on the starting screen here you can see it's quite Japanese text heavy, so it is preferential if you have played a copy of the game before, that you sort of know your way around and navigate the menu. However, you can stumble in and out because it is sort of an arcadey nature game. As you can see, the names are actually all in English and stuff like that, and also here the game select is also in English as well, which is quite good. This game isn't a particularly expensive game as it is anyway, but the Japanese copy can be had for next to nothing. It is really cheap. I mean, it's sort of under like £5. Now, the instructions on the game are quite intuitive anyway, because it shows you what buttons you're supposed to be pressing, and corresponding with what directions and things like that you're supposed to be pressing at particular times in the actions of the characters in the game. So that's quite easy to get along with if you haven't played this game before. So you can sort of get straight into it if you want to. You can skip those menus well if you have played it before. The game pretty much plays like your standard Western copy of the game. There's nothing really that differentiates between Japanese and the sort of Western copies. The graphics are absolutely stunning on this game, to be honest. It's the first time in a long time that I'd actually played it, and yeah, it's really lovely to look at. Dare I say, it's probably one of the best looking Saturn games out there actually. So I'm just having a little go at the long jump on this. This is the first event, stumbling way through the menus as you saw in the beginning there. So I think it's given me like some random events I've got to do. Oh, just fouled that, I'll gas into you guys. So you get 3 attempts of the events themselves, and I think it chucks up your high score and then moves you on to the next event after that. So giving it our 3rd attempt here. And hopefully I don't foul it this time around. You've got your time limit up in the top corner there, so it's counting down from 16 seconds down to 0. 1 player, it's a multiplayer game, so you would have presumably the other players going up after you. 6.62 metres, certainly better than I could do in real life, so not going to grumble with that at all. Right, okay. Moving on to what would be the next event here while Saturn is loading up. It's got you've got your game select, so actually I've put this into the menu in actual fact that allows you just to pick random events rather than going in an arcade based nature where it would pick the events for you. So let's have a little look at the shot put on this. World record is 20 metres from Russia. I doubt I'm going to be able to beat that because it's been such a long time since I've played this. Again, I've got an instruction menu here which is telling me to press the B button by the look of it. Could very well be the A button actually. So that bit's a little bit confusing. And then it wants you to keep mashing that button there. And believe you don't have to do any of the directional work with this. It just spins you around and then you let go at the opportune time for the shot put to actually launch itself up in the air. Well, here we go, a nice little blimp in the air, look, I like that. So, could be dangerous if it explodes. Right, okay, yeah, it's a bit premature with that one, wasn't I? Let that go. Certainly not going to be getting any world records of that with barely under half what we're looking for. So 2nd throw, again, you get 3 attempts of this. As you can see, the top right corner, it gives you 1st, 2nd and 3rd. I believe it picks your best one. You've got your angle on the bottom right corner there. And that's a little bit better, I think. Yeah, that's not too bad, is it, eh? Not sure it's not too much. Right. And 3rd event, 3rd throw here. So here we go again. And you can see that this game looks like it was designed with Western audiences in mind anyway, with how they haven't changed much from the Western release to the Japanese release. So 15.59, that'll do, and it's not far off the world record. Right, and then again we'll go back and pick one of the events again. Go with something, just show you one last one maybe. Let's go with javelin throw. That was always quite fun. The events on this game vary on their difficulty. Some of them can be really quite difficult, like the running events. You have to have real stamina in your fingers, sort of mashing those buttons down a bit like track and field. Right, showing us what to do again here, all quite intuitive, and it's telling us that that's the opportune point to start pressing our other button to let go of the javelin, and then we release that button to let go of it. So look at his leopard print leotard he's wearing as well. It's very boisterous for 1996, isn't it? Right, let's give this an attempt. Again, graphically looking really, really good here. Really, really impressive. This isn't really amazingly far off really early Dreamcast games, to be fair. There we go. And this game had a sequel which was called Winter Heat, which came out in 1998, which is less common than this game, to be honest. You don't see it very, very often, but the Japanese version, again, is cheaper than your USA or PAL versions of it. So this game, not terribly expensive, as I said. You can have it for about $5. So really it's just to show you that it is a playable game, and should you just stumble across the Japanese version, you don't necessarily have to get one from your own region to enjoy the game fully. It's a very intuitive and enjoyable game as it is. So give this my third attempt before sort of logging off this. Have a look on eBay to see sort of whether you can find a copy that comes complete with a spine card. If you're not too bothered about that, you're going to get it even cheaper. It's a fantastic game. It should be in anyone's collection, if I'm being honest with you. I don't really like sports titles usually, but this I really, really absolutely love, and it's absolute blast in multiplayer as well. So one of those is an often forgotten gem, so seek it out. And you don't have to pay the premium prices that you do in some other regions for it. So let's have a look and see, just have a little explore around those menus just quickly. Might have another little go here while I'm before I log off. But anyway, right, that's been this episode. It's quite a short episode, so I'll see you next time. Goodbye.